thanks for joining me to put our Cupcake Treat card all together. In your card kit, you're going to get all these supplies so that you can make 3 of these cards. So let's start out by attaching our little bug to the mat. So I'm going to grab my little tape runner, and I use this all the time, my little handy dandy tape runner. I'm just going to go around like so and put some tape on there. And we're going to attach it to this. Okay, get that out of there. And then next, we're going to get this little border. And this is a La La Land's Craft, nope, not that one. It's a La La Land's Craft Presents border die. And I'll put a link to that down in the description box. But for this, I added this little piece of cardstock to the back. So you could see some color through these little holes. So let's go ahead and, whoops, open the glue first. That's always helpful. Let's go ahead and open that, and I'm going to use this liquid adhesive. And I'm just going to dab some on the back here, kind of in between the little dots, like so. And we're going to stick this on here. And hopefully I cut it just right to fit on there. Of course I didn't. It's a little too big, so let's go ahead. Whoops, let me just pop that right back off of there since I didn't cut it small enough. So be aware of that when you're putting it together. You might want to check it first. I'm just going to trim a little bit of this off. Okay, now let's stick it back on there. Okay. Oh, perfect. So you can see the cute little dots through there. Okay, I'll set that over there. And let's work on putting the rest of this stuff together. So let me set half this stuff over here. So I'm going to start with my base, and I'm going to attach this peanut cluster piece on there first. So let's do our tape runner. Make sure my card's opening the right direction. Not that it matters yet, but let's start out on the good side, because sometimes I do put it on there upside down. Then I'm going to do this piece with the ice cream. Isn't this great? This is like super old My Mind's Eye paper. I just love it. It goes perfect with our little cupcake guy, because you need ice cream with your cupcake. And I just squared that up on this one. Then next, let's do this little flower piece. Better take it off the front of there. Just me, I'll be taping it right onto the, running right off my piece of cardstock right onto the paper, because I'm kind of messy. In this piece, I'm going to kind of set it so that it's sort of going onto the brown piece at an angle here. That. And next we'll do this little green dotty piece. And it has some cute houses on the back. All the paper is double-sided, so if you wanted to, you could flip it over and use the other side to make a completely different card. So this piece I want to hang off down in here. So let's go, whoops, how about like this? And then we have this little chevron dotty piece. So I'm going to use the chevron side. And for this, we're going to put this so that it's even with the brown piece. And I'd say it's about a ½ inch up from the bottom. Like this. Then let's grab my little cupcake guy, and we're going to put some dots on the back of him. So for my pop dots, I'm going to use the 1/16 inch pop dots. And let's see here. One in the middle. Oops. See if we can put a few out here on the outside. like so. I'll pick the stuff off the back here so we can stick it down. And then I want to be behind this, so let's put this, and I lined this up when I put it on with the little chevron piece. So we're going to put that on there. Let's see. Lift it up. Well, of course I can't get it up. Crazy. Okay, so let's have it, so I want it to be, so it's kind of between packages so you can see the wrapper. So how about right here? Like that. And then for this one, I'm going to, or for the little border here, I'm going to use the 1/8 inch pop dots on the back. So let me grab some of those. Put all those on there. And the bottoms, I don't have to worry about it touching the bottom of the package too much, so I just stuck them along the bottom here. Let me check the center one. Is it still going to be, yep. Okay. Put that over here. That. Let's make sure I'm going to have enough stuff. Okay. So these, some of them are kind of touching, like this one here is touching the package. So I'm going to use one of the smaller ones, the 1/16 inch pop dots, to pop it up so it doesn't fall down. So it kind of keeps it off the package or off the side there. Let's see, I think that's pretty, maybe one on this one. Let's do one on here. This will hold up the other ones, I think. Okay, I'm going to take this adhesive or the little paper off. Of course, it has to be the most difficult part, taking the paper off. Okay, so we're going to have this on here, and I want to line it up with my brown, the bottom of the brown piece, or this chevron piece. Let's go like this. There we go. Okay, then what do we got? Oh, we got this little birthday. Happy birthday to you. And this is from the CC Designs Birthday Wishes sentiment set. It does not come with your kit. You get this one sentiment stamped. Okay, so I'm going to, did I pop it up? I didn't. So let's use our liquid glue on the back here. And then we're just going to stick that on top of our packages. This. Okay, we'll let that dry a minute. Then we got our cute happy birthday here. So this happy birthday, what I did is on these 1/16 inch pop dots, it has this little bitty edge right here on the side. I use that behind my letters. So I always save these. That's always good for something. So I save that until later when I need it. And I'm going to need it right now to do these letters. So let's cut a little bit of that. And it's kind of a pain in the fanny, but if you're careful, and this one's already stuck to my finger, that's not good. Haven't even got it cut off the paper yet. Stay down there. Okay, get a little bit of that cut off here. And let's see, we want this to hang off over here. So let's make sure we put some at the top. And I think I will actually use my little scissors here because I have these crazy nails and they are not good for putting things down on stuff. They're not really good for taking the paper off the back of these either. Let go. Okay, we'll just leave that on there because I'm going to need it in a minute anyway. And we're going to stick this on here. And then we'll grab this one that's stuck to my finger. See how perfect those little bitty pieces are? Perfect. And how about one right here? And then for this happy part, we're going to need one Let's see. I don't know if these are going to be small enough. Let's see if we can kind of stick, get off my finger. I'm going to kind of stick it up here to the side of this H right here. Okay, hopefully that's going to work. Oh good, I can't see it on the back. Okay, so we're going to take that off. Well, let's leave it on right now because I'm going to put it on top of the other one. So we're going to put that like this. And then we need this little piece. So let's get my handy dandy leftover again here and see if we can cut some small spots for this one. Okay, so on this, I made it so that the birthday part is stuck to the card, so I only need some pop dots over here on this Dave section. That works out good. So let's grab a pop dot, we'll stick that. And right here. Okay, I'll try that and see how this works. Okay, so I want it to go up here like this. Okay, that looks perfect. So let's peel the paper off the back of these. Whoops. Of course it doesn't want to stick. And then for the other part over here, I'm just going to add a little bit of my liquid glue. And I'm just putting sparingly amount on there, just enough to kind of make it stick down, but I don't want it oozing out from behind the letters. I couldn't find my quickie glue pen for this, so we're going to use this. Okay, and this is going to stick on here above his little antennaes. Like this. Oops, and it doesn't look like I got enough glue behind this birthday part, so let me give it a little dab. There we go. Stick that right down there. And I'll probably have to take my acrylic block and just set it on here for a little bit and just let it sit there until it dries, which won't take very long. Okay, then we'll remove the paper from our happy. Crazy stuff. And this we want to be, let's see, how about right like so. I love this sparkly glitter paper. It's really sparkly. And let's see, is this sticking down? Let's stick a little bit. Well, let's do the same thing to this Y. Let's give this a little bit of glue. Stick that down. And it's not instant, it takes a few seconds for it to stick on there. The birthday's already stuck, it's stuck there. So just hold that down for a second and let that dry there. Of course it's going to be difficult. Let's put a little bit more on this side. Maybe because I was trying to stick it to the glittery paper. That probably won't work very well. Let's stick it more onto the paper over here. That's going to work much better. That glitter paper does not like stuff sticking on it very well. Oops. Hold it down there for a second, get it to dry. I'll I'll probably put an acrylic block on it when I'm all done. But there is our finished cupcake treat, all finished and put together. Isn't he cute? I hope you had fun putting him together with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I will put a link to all this stuff down in the description box. I would love for you to come shopping with me. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on my video. I would love that. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.